नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मी शुभांगी अजमेरे डेक्कन एज्युकेशन सोसायटीच्या बृहन महाराष्ट्र वाणिज्य महाविद्यालय पुणे येथे 11th व 12th ला मॅथ्स हा विषय शिकविते। स्टुडंट, आज आपण M2 चा फर्स्ट चॅप्टर कमिशन, ब्रोकरेज अँड डिस्काउंट अभ्यासणार आहोत। दैनंदिन जीवनामध्ये आपण बरेचदा कमिशन, कमिशन एजंट, ब्रोकर, ब्रोकरेज, डिस्काउंट हे वर्ड ऐकले आहेत किंवा वापरले आहेत। हे सर्व वर्ड म्हणजेच बिझनेस ट्रान्झॅक्शन टर्म्स आहेत आणि या चॅप्टरमध्ये आपण ह्या बिझनेस ट्रान्झॅक्शन टर्म्स अभ्यासणार आहोत। त्याबरोबरच कमिशन आणि डिस्काउंट कसे फाइंड आउट करायचे हे सुद्धा आपण या चॅप्टरमध्ये अभ्यासणार आहोत। चला तर मग पॉवर पॉइंट प्रेझेंटेशनला सुरुवात करूया। स्टुडंट, या चॅप्टरमध्ये आपण अभ्यासणार आहोत कमिशन, टाइप्स ऑफ एजंट, डिस्काउंट। स्टुडंट, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we learn some basic concept. जनरली मॅन्युफॅक्चरर और प्रोड्युसर रॉ मटेरियल परचेस करणे किंवा गुड्स सेल करणे ही कामं स्वतः करीत नाहीत, तर त्यासाठी ते थर्ड पर्सनला अपॉइंट करतात, म्हणजेच मिडलमॅन, आणि या मिडलमॅनलाच एजंट म्हणतात। आणि इथे मॅन्युफॅक्चररला प्रिन्सिपल म्हणतात। तो त्या बदल्यात प्रिन्सिपल त्याला चार्जेस पेड करतो आणि त्या चार्जेसला कमिशन असे म्हणतात। तर आता आपण कमिशन, प्रिन्सिपल, एजंट्स ह्या कन्सेप्ट्स डिफाइन करूया। प्रिन्सिपल, अ पर्सन ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ whom the agent does the business transaction is called principal. Agent, business transaction like sale, purchase, auction, etc. are done through some middlemen. Such middlemen are called agents. Commission, the charges paid to an agent for doing the work such as sale, purchase, auction, etc. on behalf of principal is called commission. Now we'll see types of agent. There are 5 types of agent. First, commission agent, broker, auctioneer, factor, and deal creditor agent. We'll see these agent one by one. Commission agent. Commission agent is a person who buys or sells the goods on behalf of his principal and gets commission for his service. Second, broker. A broker is an agent who brings the buyer and seller together for the purpose of purchase or sale. The commission paid to a broker is called brokerage and it is charged on both the parties, that is on seller and buyer both. Auctioneer. An auctioneer is an agent who sells the good by auction. He sells the good to the highest bidder. Many times name of the principal is not disclosed in the transactions. Factor. A factor is an agent who takes the possession of the goods and sell on his own name. We have seen commission agent sells the goods on behalf of principal, but factor sells the goods on his own name. Deal creditor agent. A deal creditor agent gives the guarantee to his principal that the party to whom he sells the goods will pay the sale price of goods. And for this, an agent gets the additional commission other than the usual commission. This is known as deal creditor commission. It means deal creditor agent get ordinary commission as well as deal creditor commission. Example, Anita is allowed 6.5% commission on the total sales made by her plus a bonus of 0.5% on the sale over rupees 20,000 if her total commission amount to rupees 3,400. Find the sales made by her. Solution. In this example, given that rate of commission is given which is 6.5%, rate of bonus is given which is 1/2%, and total commission is given which is 3,400, and we have to find out sales made by Anita. So here we consider let X be the total sale made by Anita. Rate of commission is 6.5%. Therefore, commission earned by Anita is equals to total sale into rate of commission. Total sale is X into rate of commission is 6.5%. So 6.5 upon 100 is equals to 6.5x upon 100. On the sale over 20,000, she gets 0.5% bonus. Means bonus is equals to x minus 20,000 into 0.5 upon 100. So it's equals to 0.5x minus 10,000 upon 100. Here total commission is equals to commission on total sale plus bonus. Total commission is given which is 3,400 is equals to commission on the total sale is 6.5x upon 100 plus bonus which is 0.5x minus 10,000 upon 100. Simplify it, student. You will get x is equals to 50,000. Therefore, total sale made by Anita is 50,000. Now we'll see discount. Student, you know very well what is meant by discount. Many times you have done purchasing on discount. Discount is reduction on the price of goods allowed by the seller to the purchaser. Generally, it is expressed in terms of percentage, means 10%, 20%, like this. There are two types of discount. First, trade discount, and second is cash discount. Trade discount is allowed by one trader to another trader, and cash discount is allowed only in case of ready cash payment. It is given on catalog price or list price or mark price of the goods. म्हणजेच ट्रेड डिस्काउंट हा कॅटलॉग प्राइस, लिस्ट प्राइस किंवा मार्क प्राइसवर कॅल्क्युलेट केला जातो, तर कॅश डिस्काउंट हा इनवॉइस प्राइसवर कॅल्क्युलेट केला जातो. इनवॉइस प्राइस मीन्स प्राइस ऑब्टेन आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग द ट्रेड डिस्काउंट फ्रॉम द list price. Trade discount is denoted by TD and cash discount is denoted by CD. Some results used for solving examples. First is invoice price is equals to list price minus trade discount. Second, net selling price is equals to invoice price minus cash discount. Profit, net selling price minus cost price, and loss is equals to cost price minus net selling price. Example, Swatantra Distributors allows 15% discount on the list price of washing machine. Further 5% discount is given for cash payment. Find the list price of the washing machine if it was sold for the net amount of rupees 38,356.25. Here, trade discount is given, which is 15%. Cash discount is given, which is 5%, and we have to find out list price of the washing machine, and also net price is given, which is 38,356.25. So here we consider, let X be the list price of the washing machine. Swatantra Distributors allows 15% discount on list price, means this is the trade discount. Therefore, trade discount is equals to 15% of X. 15% of X means X into 15 upon 100. So it's equals to 3X upon 20. Now invoice price is equals to list price minus trade discount. Here list price is X minus trade discount is 3X minus 20. If you simplify it, you will get 17X minus 20. Also 5% discount is given for cash payment, means cash discount is given, which is 5%, and we know that cash discount is calculated on invoice price. Therefore, cash discount is equals to 5% of invoice price, means 5% of 17X upon 20. So it's equals to 17X upon 400. And net selling price, we know that net selling price is equals to invoice price minus cash discount. Net selling price is given, which is 38,356.25 is equals to invoice price is 17X upon 20 minus cash discount, which is 17X upon 400. Simplify it, student. You will get X is equals to 47,500. Now what is X? X is the list price of the washing machine, which is 47,500. Now we'll learn present word, sum due, and true discount. For example, suppose the price of the goods are ₹100 if the payment is made on the spot. However, if a credit of 4 months is allowed, then the businessman will quote the price by adding interest for 4 months to ₹100. If the rate of interest 12% per annum, then the interest for 4 months on ₹100 will be ₹4. Therefore, the customer has to pay ₹104 after 4 months. In other words, ₹104 due after 4 months at 12% per annum is equivalent to ₹100 today. Hence, ₹100 is known as present worth. Means today's value of the good is known as present worth of a ₹104, sum due after 4 months at 12% per annual. And ₹104 is known as sum due, means price of the goods after 4 months. is known as sum due and rupees 4 is known as the true discount. We know that 4 is the interest which is calculated on present worth. So therefore we can say that true discount is the interest on the present worth at the given rate of interest for the given period. Now we'll see formulas. Sum due is equals to present worth plus true discount. We have seen present worth means today's price of the good and sum due is the price of the goods after some period. So sum due is equals to present worth plus interest. Interest means here TD. TD is a true discount. Okay. Second, TD is equals to, we have seen true discount is the interest on the present worth at the given rate of interest for the given period. Therefore, formula for the TD is PW into N into R upon 100, where N is the period in years and R is the rate of interest per annum. Third formula, SD is equals to PW plus TD. Now, put the formula of TD here. So SD is equals to PW plus PW into N into R upon 100. Now from RHS, PW common. So SD is equals to PW into 1 plus N into R upon 100. This is the second formula for sum due. Now we'll see various terms involved in the bill. Drawer, a person who draws the bill is called a drawer. Drawee, a person on whom bill is drawn is called a drawee. Date of bill, the date on which the bill is drawn is called date of the bill. Face value, the amount for which the bill is drawn is called face value, or we can say that amount of the bill. It is the sum due on the present worth. Period of the bill, period of the bill is the time after completion of which the drawer receives the payment. Nominal due date, the date on which the period of bill expires is called the nominal due date. Legal due date, the date obtained after adding 3 days of grace to the nominal due date is known as legal due date. Discounting a bill, sometimes drawer of the bill wants money before the legal due date. Then there is the facility available at the bank or with an agent who can discount a bill and pay the amount to the drawer after deducting the sum amount from the face value of the bill. This is called discounting the bill. Banker's discount. When a bill is discounted in a bank, the banker will deduct interest on the face value of the bill at the given rate of interest for the period from the date of discounting to the legal due date and pay the balance to the drawer. This interest is known as banker's discount. It means we can say that banker's discount is a interest calculated on face value at the given rate of interest for the period from the date of discounting to the legal due date. The banker's discount is also called commercial discount. Cash value, the amount paid to the holder of the bill, or we can say that drawer, after deducting banker's discount is known as cash value. It is denoted by CV of the bill paid on the date of discounting. Banker's gain, the difference between the banker's discount and the true discount is called banker's gain. It is equal to the interest on the true discount. Means we can say that banker gain is the interest on the true discount. Note, true discount is calculated on present worth. Banker's discount is calculated on face value or sum due or amount of the bill. Banker's discount is always higher than the true discount. Banker's gain is equal to the interest on the true discount. Face value is also called the sum due or bill of amount. Now we'll see abbreviations. For present worth, PW or P. Sum due, SD. For true discount, it is TD. For face value, it is FV. For banker's discount, it is BD. For cash value, it is CV. For banker's gain, it is BG. Notation, N is the period in years. While solving example, if N is given in month, in that case we have to turn it into years. R is the rate of interest per annual. Now we'll see formulas. First formula, BD, banker's discount. We know that banker's discount is calculated on face value and face value is also called sum due. So formula for the BD is equals to SD into N into R upon 100. CV cash value is equals to sum due minus banker's discount BD. Now formula of BD, you will get CV is equals to SD minus SD into N into R upon 100. If you take SD common, so CV is equals to SD into 1 minus N into R upon 100. Formula for the BG, we have seen BG is equals to TD into N into R upon 100. Also, we have seen BG is the difference between banker's discount and true discount. Therefore, formula for the BG is BD minus TD. We know that BG is equals to TD into N into R upon 100. Therefore, BD is equals to TD plus TD into N into R upon 100. From RHS, if you take TD common, then BD is equals to TD into 1 plus N into R upon 100. Now, we'll solve examples. First example, what is the present worth of sum of rupees 10,920 due 6 months, hence at 8% per annual simple interest? Solution. Here in this example, sum due is given which is 10,920, R is given which is 8% and N is 6 months. Now we have to convert a month into year. So 6 months means 6 upon 12 years. So it's equals to half year. Now, and here we have to find out present worth. We know that sum due is equals to present worth into 1 plus NR upon 100. Now put the value of sum due which is 10,920 is equals to PW into 1 plus N is half into R is 8 upon 100. If you simplify it, you will get PW is equals to 10,500. Therefore, present worth is rupees 10,500. Second example, find the true discount, banker's discount and banker's gain on a bill of rupees 4,240 due 6 months, hence at 9% per annual. In this example, sum due is given which is 4,240. Period is given which is 6 months. Convert month into year. 6 months means half year. And rate of interest is given which is 9% per annual. And we have to find out true discount, banker's discount and banker's gain. We know that banker's discount is calculated on sum due. Therefore, BD is equals to SD into N into R upon 100. Now, put the values of SD, N and R. We get BD is equals to 4,240 into 1 upon 2 into 9 upon 100. Simplify this, you will get BD is equals to rupees 190.80. Also, we know that BD is equals to TD into 1 plus N into R upon 100. Now, put the value of N, R and BD. So, you will get 190.80 is equals to TD into 1 plus 1 upon 2 into 9 upon 100. Simplify it, you will get TD is equals to rupees 182.60. Also, we have to find out banker's gain. We know that banker's gain is equals to BD minus true discount. So, here banker's discount is 190.80 and true discount is 182.60. Therefore, banker's gain is equals to rupees 8.20. Therefore, true discount, banker's discount and banker's gain are rupees 182.60, rupees 190.80 and rupees 8.20 respectively. Example 3. A bill of rupees 8,000 drawn on 5th January 1998 for 8 months was discounted for rupees 7,680 on a certain date. Find the date on which it was discounted at 10% per annual. In this example, given that face value is rupees 8,000, rate of interest is given which is 10% and cash value is given which is 7,680. So, from face value and cash value, we can calculate banker's discount. Banker's discount is equals to face value minus cash value, means 8,000 minus 7,680. So, it's equals to 320. Since date of drawing is 5th January 1998 and period of the bill is 8 months. So, 5th January plus 8 months means nominal due date is 5th September 1998 and 5th September plus 3 means 8th September is the legal due date. Since banker's discount is equals to sum due into N into R upon 100, banker discount is 320, sum due is 8000 into N into R is 10 upon 100. Now find out the value of N. Simplify it. You will get N is equals to 2 upon 5 years. Now convert years into days. So multiply it by 365. So you will get N is equals to 146 days. Now here, therefore number of days from the date of discounting to the legal due date is 146 days. Therefore, the date of discounting the bill is 146 days before the legal date, that is 8 September 1998. Now, counting backward 146 days from 8 September, you will get it is 15th April. Hence, the date on which the bill was discounted is 15th April 1998. Let's solve one more example. Quote, Mr. Pawan is paid a fixed weekly salary plus commission based on percentage of sales made by him. If on the sale of rupees 68,000 and rupees 73,000 in 2 successive weeks, he received in all rupees 9,880 and rupees 10,180. Find his weekly salary and the rate of commission paid to him. Solution. Here we consider X be the fixed weekly salary of Pawan and Y percent be the rate of commission paid to him. Here income of Pawan is equals to salary plus commission on the sales. For first week, sale is rupees 68,000 and income is rupees 9,880. Therefore, commission on sales is equals to 68,000 into Y upon 100 means 680Y. Therefore, income of Pawan is equals to X plus 680Y. Now, income of Pawan is given, which is 9,880 is equals to X plus 680Y, which is the equation first. Now, for second week, sale is rupees 73,000 and income is rupees 10,180. Therefore, commission on sales is equals to 73,000 into Y upon 100. So, it's equals to 730Y. Therefore, income of Pawan is equals to salary means X plus 730Y. Income is given, which is 10,180 is equals to X plus 730Y. Equation 2. Now, simplify equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Equation 2 minus equation 1, we get equation 1 is 9,880 is equals to X plus 680Y. So we get here 300 is equals to 50Y. Therefore, Y is equals to 6. Now, put the value of Y in equation 2. We get 10,180 is equals to X into 730 into 6. So, X is equals to 10,180 minus 4,380. Therefore, X is equals to 580. Therefore, weekly salary of Pawan is rupees 5,800 and rate of commission is 6%. Example number 5. An agent charges 10% commission plus 2% del credit if he sells goods worth rupees 37,200. Find his total earning. Solution. या example मध्ये an agent sells goods worth rupees 37,200 rupees. Rate of commission दिलेला आहे की जे 10% आहे. Rate of del credit commission दिलेला आहे ते 2% आहे आणि आपल्याला टोटल अर्निंग्स काढायची आहे एजंटची. Therefore, commission earned is equals to 10% of 37,200 means 37,200 into 10 upon 100, which is equals to 3,720. And del credit commission earned, it's equals to 2% of 37,200. So 37,200 into 2 upon 100, it's equals to 744. Therefore, total commission earned, it's equals to 3,720 plus 744. It's equals to 4,464. Therefore, agent's total earning is rupees 4,464. Example number 6. 20 copies of a books can be purchased for a certain sum payable at the end of 6 months and 21 copies for the same sum is ready cash. Find the rate of interest. In this example, we have to find out rate of interest. Solution. Here we consider price of a book is X. Now 20 copies of a book can be purchased for a certain sum payable at the end of 6 months. Therefore, present worth of the 20 books is equals to 20 into X. N is 6 months. 6 months means half year. Therefore, sum due of 20 books is equals to present worth plus true discount. Present worth is 20x plus true discount. According to the given condition, sum due to 20 books is same as the cost of 21 books in ready cash. Therefore, sum due of 20 books is equals to 21x. Sum due is 20x plus TD is equals to 21x. Therefore, x is equals to TD. Now we know that TD is the interest on present worth. Therefore, TD is equals to PW into N into R upon 100. Now put the values of PW, N and R. Therefore, x is equals to 20x into 1 upon 2 into R upon 100. 1 is equals to 10R upon 100. Therefore, R is equals to 10. Therefore, the rate of interest is 10% per annum. Example 7. A bill of rupees 51,000 was drawn on 18th February 2010 for 9 months. It was in cash on 20th June 2010 at 5% per annum. Calculate the banker's gain and the true discount. Solution. In this example, face value is given which is 51,000 and rate is given which is 5%. Also, date of drawing is given which is 18th February 2010. Date of discounting is 20th June 2010. Period of the bill is 9 months. Now here date of drawing is 18th February and period of the bill is 9 months. Therefore, nominal due date is 18th February plus 9 months means 18th November 2010. And legal due date is 18th November plus 3 means 21st November 2010. Now, number of days from the date of discounting to the legal due date. Therefore, here n is equals to 146 days. Now, convert days into year. 146 upon 365. Now, we know that banker discounts is equals to face value into n into r upon 100. Here, face value is given which is 51,000 into n is 146 upon 365 into r is 5 upon 100. Simplify this, you will get banker discount is equals to 1020. Since banker discount is equals to true discount into 1 plus n into r upon 100. Banker's discount is 1020 is equals to TD into 1 plus n is 146 upon 365 into rate of interest is 5 upon 100. Simplify this, student, you will get TD is equals to 1000. Also, we have to find out banker's gain. We know that banker's gain is equals to bank discount minus true discount. So, therefore, BG is equals to 1020 minus 1000. So, BG is equals to 20 rupees. Hence, true discount is rupees 1000 and banker's gain is rupees 20. तर विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आज आपण कमिशन, टाइप्स ऑफ एजंट, डिस्काउंट, वेरियस टर्म इन्व्हॉल्व इन बिल अभ्यासलेले आहे आणि अशा प्रकारे आपण हा चॅप्टर कंप्लीट केला आहे. थँक्यू.